Ferrari is a team that has always been at the heart of Formula One, with a history that spans decades of racing excellence, victories and challenges. Yet, as we look at the current season, it's clear that they have faced some tough times. Despite this, there is hope, and for good reason. The SF25 car, the team's latest machine, has shown potential but still lacks the consistency needed to be at the very top, especially when compared to rivals like McLaren and Red Bull. However, recent updates to the SF25 have brought fresh optimism, and there are signals that Ferrari is gearing up for a serious challenge as the season progresses, with a particular focus on the upcoming Miami Grand Prix. In the last few races, Ferrari has been steadily improving, and the performance seen in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is a prime example of this. Charles Leclerc's podium finish, his first of the season, was a bright moment for the team. His performance was helped by a brilliant strategy and well-executed pit stops, which Ferrari has come to be known for in recent years. However, there is a clear understanding within the team that while progress has been made, they are not yet where they want to be. The team principal, Frédéric Vasseur, spoke candidly about the areas where Ferrari is still lacking, notably in qualifying pace, and how the team needs to make consistent improvements across all sessions during a race weekend. One of the key issues for Ferrari this season has been their lack of performance in qualifying. They've been fast in the races, but starting further down the grid has meant that they often have to play catch-up. Vasseur was very clear about this when he said, "If we are not further ahead, it's because of qualifying. The pace has always been good in the race. We need to be more consistent throughout the weekend." It's no secret that qualifying has been a weak point for Ferrari, and if they are going to become serious contenders for race wins, they need to improve in that area. Another area where Ferrari has struggled is tyre management. The SF25 car has been better on long stints, but it's still a challenge to maintain tyre performance throughout a race, particularly in the opening laps. Vasseur also pointed out that Leclerc's approach to tyre management was one of the highlights of the Saudi Arabian race. Charles was a bit conservative at the beginning because he knew we would extend the stint, and he did very well in managing the tyres from the 10th lap onwards, Vasseur explained. This strategy paid off, allowing Leclerc to keep up with the pace of the leaders and secure a podium finish. Looking ahead to the Miami Grand Prix, Ferrari is planning to bring further upgrades to the SF25. These upgrades are seen as crucial for the team if they are to close the gap to McLaren and Red Bull. With the sprint race format in Miami, time will be limited for testing and making adjustments, so it will be critical for Ferrari to hit the ground running. Vasseur has mentioned that the team is planning further modifications to the car, with a particular focus on areas that have been identified as weaknesses in the opening races. These include qualifying pace, tyre management, and overall consistency. Throughout the weekend, Ferrari's goal is clear. They want to be in the hunt for race wins and eventually the championship. To achieve this, they need to make significant strides in these key areas. Vasseur has acknowledged that McLaren has extended their lead in the standings, but Ferrari is not giving up just yet. "We are still paying for the points lost in China due to the disqualification," Vasseur said. "We have to look to the future and push together. The results will come." Ferrari's challenge will be to balance short-term improvements with long-term development, ensuring that the SF25 continues to improve as the season progresses. The relationship between Ferrari's two drivers, Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, is also worth noting. While Leclerc has been the team's standout performer this season, Hamilton has faced difficulties with the SF25. Despite his best efforts, Hamilton has been unable to extract the same level of performance from the car as Leclerc. He has struggled with the car's balance and tyre degradation, which has hampered his performance in recent races. After the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Hamilton was blunt in his assessment of his performance, describing it as horrible and not enjoyable at all. He struggled with understeer in the first stint and found no pace in the second. Hamilton's struggles have raised questions about his future at Ferrari, especially as Leclerc continues to outperform him. Vasseur, however, was quick to defend Hamilton, emphasizing that the team's struggles are not solely his fault. "It's not dramatically Hamilton's decline in form. We did 5 races so far. I know what you want to have the big headlines tomorrow that Fred said this, But this is the thing. At the end of the day, we are in competition. You have ups and downs when we have ups. We are not world champions. And when we have downs, we are not nowhere. It's just a competition, Vasseur explained. Despite Hamilton's struggles, Vasseur has also praised the team's overall efforts. He acknowledged that Leclerc's performance has been crucial in keeping Ferrari competitive in the standings. Leclerc had a good weekend, he said, but we need to be more consistent from Friday morning, through all the laps in qualifying. Ferrari knows that they are not yet where they want to be, but they are working hard to improve, and they believe that with the right updates, they can be a real threat in the second half of the season. The team's upcoming updates will be a key factor in determining whether Ferrari can challenge McLaren and Red Bull for race wins. The Miami Grand Prix is expected to be a pivotal race for Ferrari, and if the team can improve their performance there, they may be able to close the gap to their rivals. The circuit in Miami is one that rewards precision